Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with yet another breaking news video today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe so that we remain and get into the algorithm with YouTube. Oh my God, y'all. I just did a video earlier saying how it was just going down today. For some reason, today it has been going down. Mark this date on your calendar for the future. Monday, September 16, 2024 has been the day of reckoning. No, not the day of reckoning, but oh my God, it's been going down. First, the um we had the oh my God, I can't even it's so much. We had the phone calls from prison where she released the body cam footage where Wade Wilson was arrested. Also the interview, his 3 hour long interview after he committed the unaliving of those two women. We also went over, well, the purpose of the video was to going over P. Diddy's hearing. This morning he had an emergency hearing where his attorneys went and they was trying to get that $100 million lawsuit knocked out because of the person who filed the charges submitted false documents and fraudulent documents. Then Ernesto had his hearing today, and the update on that, in case you didn't go over to watch Dennis Byron video like I asked you guys to. Well, Ernesto's attorney tried to put a gag order on the media, and guess what? The judge denied it. So they're moving forward, and the media can still be in there. But y'all see what's on my screen? Sean Combs arrested in Manhattan after grand jury indictment. OMG. Got him. Got him. They got him, y'all. They got him. All right, let's look at the article and get into the detail. All right, so it says Sean Combs arrested in Manhattan after grand jury indictment. The music mogul has been under mounting scrutiny since 2023 lawsuit by his former girlfriend, Cassie, accused him of sex trafficking and years of abuse. I'm not monetized. I'm going to go ahead and say it. So I can say that word. All right. Sean Combs, the music mogul whose career has been unpinned by sexual assault lawsuits and federal investigation, was arrested in Manhattan on Monday evening after grand jury indicted him. According to a person familiar with the indictment who was not authorized to speak publicly. I probably should have read this before I recorded this video in case there's some stuff in here I'm not supposed to say, but hey, it is what it is. The charges in the indictment were not immediately clear. A statement from Mr. Combs' legal team said they were disappointed with the decision to prosecute him and noted that he had been cooperative with the investigation and had voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon. Is he? Not anymore. Self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the Black community. Child, he would turn the Black community down. The statement said, well, the statement didn't say that part. Y'all see what it said. Black. He was uplifting the black community. The statement said. I ad-libbed the part that he was turning it down, but y'all know he was turning it down. He was taking advantage of women and men. He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. Oh wow, the lies. Maybe stuff been they've been talking about P. Diddy forever, for centuries, for not centuries, but for years, but people wasn't believing him, and then they was scared of him because he was retaliating, and every time somebody spoke out on him, they ended up unalive somewhere, self-suicide and all types of stuff, or died from overdoses, or all types of stuff. But I'm sure he had something to do with it. Just like his hands was in the Tupac and Biggie. But anyway, Mr. Combs, 54, is also known as Diddy and Puff Daddy, was a key figure, right? Was a key figure in the global rise of hip hop as commercial force in the 1990s and 2000s, helping to make stars of rappers and R&B singers like Notorious B.I.G., I just mentioned him, and Mary J. Blige. But he has been under intense public scrutiny since a former girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, that's Cassie, filed a lawsuit last November accusing him of years of sexual and physical abuse. Mr. Combs settled the suit with Miss Ventura, an R&B singer known as Cassie, who had been signed to Mr. Combs' record label, in one day and denied any wrongdoing. But then right after he denied any wrongdoing, then that video came out where he done beat her and drug her at that hotel in the hallway while she was trying to get on the elevator and leave him. But legal pressures mounted over the next 9 months with the filing of 5 lawsuits by women alleging sexual assault and 3 other sexual misconduct suits, all of which Mr. Combs lawyers are fighting in court. He also had lawsuits with men that filed as well. One that we spoke of this morning where he had the $100 million suit. I wonder if his attorney is going to make that hearing on Wednesday, because they got a follow-up hearing on Wednesday. Are they going to make that since he been arrested now? Child, we going to see. In March, federal agents raided Mr. Combs' home in Los Angeles and Miami Beach, Florida, stopping him at Miami Airport and confiscating his electronic devices. The authorities made no announcement at the time, but a federal official said the inquiry was at least in part a human trafficking investigation. Oh, wow. Federal prosecutors in New York had federal prosecutors in New York had by that time interviewed a number of witnesses about sexual misconduct allegations against Mr. Combs, according to a person familiar with the interviews. His son, too. That lady on the boat. Mr. Combs was vehemently denied the accusation, has vehemently denied the accusations in the civil suits, calling them sickening allegations from people looking for a quick payday. His lawyers have sharply criticized how the raids, which involve agents from Homeland Security investigation, brandishing guns, were carried out, calling them a gross overuse of military level force. The tone of defiance shifted after CNN published hotel surveillance footage, I just mentioned it, in May that showed Mr. Combs physically assaulting and kicking Miss Ventura in 2016. Mr. Combs posted an apology video to social media in which he called his behavior inexcusable and said he had sought out professional help. Did he really? I don't think he did. A prolific producer and gifted impresario, if I said that word right, I'm not sure, Mr. Combs helped usher hip-hop into the mainstream with his record label Bad Boy Entertainment. He also created a raffish, larger-than-life media persona, throwing celebrity-filled parties and presiding over a popular MTV reality competition show, Making the Band, in the mid-2000s, and he established a lucrative brand portfolio including fashion, liquor, and cable TV network Revolt. For decades, Mr. Combs has been trailed by accusations of violence, though this is the first time he is known to have faced such a sprawling investigation into his conduct over a period of years. In 2001, he was subject of a highly publicized trial over a nightclub shooting where he was acquitted on a gun and bribery charge. And that lady to this day is saying that he did it. That's where Jennifer Lopez was with him. In recent years, he adopted a new persona, asking people to call him Love. Naming his newest daughter Love and titling his first solo studio album in 17 years, the Love album, Off the Grid, which he released independently under a new label, Love Records. Look at Cassie. She's so beautiful. Last year, Mr. Combs was just coming off a swirl of positive publicity tied to the album and his long career in music when Miss Ventura filed the suit, which detailed the disturbing allegations stretching over more than a decade. Maybe because right when he filed that, when he put that album out and he was on, I don't know if it was the VMAs, he was on one of them award shows and they was honoring him because of his music and then his album that had just come out, and he's talking about he wanted to dedicate it to Cassie. And then a few days later, she filed her lawsuit. I would have too, because why are you still bringing her up? Why are you bothering her? He did that on national television, and the way he was looking into that camera is like he knows she was watching, like he was looking into her soul, baby. And boom, boom, bam, she filed that lawsuit. Her complaint included accusations of sex trafficking and said that Mr. Combs had forced Miss Ventura to have sex with male prostitutes in front of him and instructed her to use websites and escort services to find prostitutes to participate in drug-fueled encounters he called freak-offs. Mr. Combs has decided to settle only Miss Ventura's lawsuit. His legal team has fought to rest in court, painting the allegations as false stories drummed up to secure settlements. In court filings, his lawyer said that a lawsuit accusing him of participating in a gang rape in 2003 had single-handedly, irreparably damaged Mr. Combs' reputation on the basis of rank, uncorroborated allegations. And after a male music producer accused Mr. Combs in a lawsuit of making unwanted sexual contact with him, a lawyer for Mr. Combs called the plaintiff a liar, whose accusations were pure fiction meant to garner headlines. Since those lawsuits were filed, much of Mr. Combs' brand portfolio has fallen apart. He sold his stake in Revolt and his share of Delon Tequila, a partnership with the spirits conglomerate, I don't know what they say, Conglomerate Diego. Okay, all right. A New York charter school network ended its partnership with him. This month, Mr. Combs' mansion in the ritzy Homely Hills neighborhood of Los Angeles, where federal agents carried out a raid in March, was listed on the real estate market for $61.5 million. I mentioned that on another video that he put his home up for sale. I think on the video where it first came out that the judge ruled in the guy's favor for the $100 million in default because Sean Diddy Combs didn't show up for court. In the Me Too movement and its aftermath, prosecutors have increasingly turned to sex trafficking laws to try sexual assault accusations in the federal court system. The first conviction of R. Kelly and the R&B singer was on charges of racketeering in violation of anti-sex trafficking laws known as Mann Act. Homeland Security investigations, which often investigate sex trafficking cases, led the inquiry into Mr. Combs. The March raids were announced to the world in television news footage of agents covering on Mr. Combs' sprawling Los Angeles mansions and carrying out electronics. The mother of one of his sons later shared footage of agents pointing guns at Justin and Christian Combs while they were being detained inside their father's home. Since then, federal prosecutors have been silent, quietly delivering subpoenas to potential witnesses as they build their case against Mr. Combs. Yeah, they failed to mention as well, and that's it. It ends there. They failed to mention as well, also, when they stopped him at the Miami airport, He had this guy with him. I forgot his name, but he was arrested then because he had drugs on him, which is supposedly be like they said that Sean Diddy Combs always have somebody with him carrying his drugs, and that person had the drugs on him, so they took him to jail. And I'm sure he talked to the grand jury as well, because he ended up getting out of jail. He had all those drugs on him, illegal drugs on him, and they let him out. So I'm sure he made a deal. So all right, you guys, I'm about to end this here so I can get this video uploaded. It's 9:33. So we the day started off with the bang with P. Diddy, and the night is ending with P. Diddy. Like, OMG. Got him. Oh my goodness, y'all. Well, thank y'all guys for tuning in. I'm about to go. I ain't finna keep y'all long. I just had to come bring y'all this article. I read it to y'all. This was the first time me seeing it, but I did see somebody said P. Diddy was arrested. I was like, let me see what's going on and let me jump on it. So I ain't have time to go look at nobody else stuff. I just had to come to the article, read it to you guys directly. Breaking news from the New York Times, and this was uploaded 12 minutes ago. Yeah, boy. They say 10:04 Eastern Time, so yeah. Well, when I first clicked on it, it was 12 minutes ago, but since I read it, time has passed. All right, you guys, I'm about to go ahead and I'm going to end this. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, make sure you click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. Like, comment, and share the video as well so we can remain in the YouTube algorithm and grow the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as we always say before we go, love, peace, and hair grease. Smooches. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you. Bye-bye.